Hello, Year 8. Welcome back to this video solutions for the work that you did yesterday. But before I start, I just wanted to show you something. I'm going to show you some of the work that I received for last week, because you're going to have to look at it as to how amazing it is. What you see in here on the screen is Antonio's work. So he did his best. And then he listened to the video and he went and did all the purple pen corrections. And that's just beautiful. And if you look further down, it's his working out for collecting like terms. Every single question has a number line. And that's just beautiful. If I click onto Ellie's, this is Ellie's work that she's been sending through. You can see that all of them are so beautifully written, so beautifully worked out, and that's the fluency test. Every single question attempted and every single question done to her best ability. Ellie is still to mark it, but she will do that soon. Now, if I show you Josh's work, look. It's just lovely. He's done what he could and he's marked it and it's nice and it's neat. And then if I click on Ruby, oh, this is the work for the collecting like terms. She's got a date, a title, working out. It's just so beautiful, guys. I'm so proud of you. Lucas has been sending me everything. Look, everything, it's marked and done. Proud of you guys. Skylar's work with a date, questions done, questions marked. It's just so wonderful. So well done to all of you. Let's go back to our solutions for this week. I'm going to chunk it in two short videos. So you just mark the first part and then we mark the second part. Again, if you got the question right, you just move on. You do not need to listen to all of it. So to do this question, we need to line up the numbers and there will be unit under unit. We just get a bigger pen. So I have a 12.5 subtracted by 4.8. 2 is the units and 4 is the unit, and they go one under the other. Now I do the subtraction. 5 take away 8 I cannot do, so I borrow. 15 take away 8, 7, lower the decimal point. Now I have 11 take away 4, that will give me a 7. And I'm finished. Tick your work, please, or correct. Second one is a multiplication, and we have a gelosia. So we need to draw the gelosia. We all know that multiplication is gelosia. Except Clevie, who is very comfortable with doing long multiplication. The rest of us need to draw the gelosia boxes. And of course, if Clevie gets this wrong, Clevie needs to do it like us. 11.9 and 5.3. 5 nines, 45. 1 5 is 5, and another 5 is 5. 9 threes, 27. 1 3 is 3, and 1 3 is again 3. Now we add them. 7 on its own. 5 add 2 add 3 is 10. 0, carry the 1. 5 add 4 is 9. Add 1 is 10. Add 3 is 13. Carry the 1. 5 add 1 is 6. And that's a 0. So far I have 6, 3, 0, 7. And remember, we have not put our decimal point. So that's a decimal point there and there. So let's just put those in. We're just going to drag them. And we drag them along, as you can see. Or, like I taught you in class, that's one number there. After the decimal point, that's another one there. So 2 altogether. So 1, 2. Either way, you'll get it right. Okay, list all the factors of 12. We said that factors come in pairs, and I also included the chance lists on the packs that I sent home. So on the chance, it said that the factors of a number go into a number. So we have 12 to work out. They go in pairs. They go into 12, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and we're done. Number 4, this is a BIDMAS question. So like Danae did it in class, every time she wrote it on the side and she never got it wrong. So let's do just that. So BIDMAS, have I got brackets? No. Have I got index? I do. So let's work that out. Everything else stays the same. You do not touch anything else. So 2 cubed gave me an 8, and that was the index. I did that. Now, have I got a division or multiplication? Well, I do. I have the one here. So the rest stays as it is. -8 times 3 is a -24. And then I have a +5. So I did that. Now I have addition or subtraction. Any of them can be done. I would suggest that you do them in the order that you see them. So 10, take away 24. Imagine your number line. Your starting point is 10. So you need 10 loops to go to 0. So you've done 10. How many more do you need to go to 24? You need 14. Well done. So the answer is -14 because these two together make 24. So this is -14. I still haven't worked out the 5. Now you are at -14. You're going to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 up from -14. And that's going to be -9. And that's finished. The fraction question is a little bit more difficult. I know that some of you are finding it complicated and confusing. So what I want you to do, just listen carefully. You will get better at this. When I have fractions like this, they are mixed numbers. First thing I do, I turn them into improper fractions to help myself. So 4 lots of 2 are 8, add 3 are 11. So this fraction gave me that one. They are the same thing, just written differently. Minus, I can see the minus there. Now I'm going to rewrite this other fraction to help myself. 1 lot of 8 is 8 plus the 1, 9 over 8. So I just rewrote that fraction like that. Then we learned to subtract fractions, find LCM. So the LCM is 8. So we're going to write both these fractions out of 8. Now this fraction is already out of 8, so it's nothing I need to do to it. So I just leave it as it is. This other fraction, you ask yourself, how did 4 become an 8? So it'll be times 2. So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 11 times 2, 22. Voila, we have the same denominator. Now I can just subtract. 22 take away 9. That would give me an answer of 13. And the denominator stays as it is, an 8. And you have finished the question. You do not need to write it as a mixed number, but it's not wrong if you did. If you got it right, you should be very, very proud of yourself because that's difficult. Question number 6, again, we need to write this as fractions. We got 12 out of 15. And the other Miss T got 8 out of 10. The question is, who did better? Well, we don't know because we cannot compare them unless they have the same denominator. So let's do just that. Same denominator, we need LCM. So the LCM of these two numbers is 30. Let's write this out of 30 and this out of 30. How did 15 go to 30? How many 15s gave you 30? Answer is 2. So 2 12ths are 24. Then you ask yourself for the other part, for the other fraction here. You go, how many 10s? By what did you multiply the 10 to get 30? The answer is 3. So 8 times 3, you do the same to the top as you do to the bottom. So as you can see, those are equal. So you answer the question, who did better? The answer is the same. Okay, write the first prime numbers. I noticed from your work that a couple of you got it wrong, but that's okay. So the prime numbers only have 2 factors. So the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. These are the first primes, the first 5 primes, and of course they carry on to infinity. Now we have 5 6s of 42. We said of means times, so 5 6s of 42, and we write 42 over 1 so we don't get confused. Now we divide both of this by 6 to make it easy for ourselves. Make your life simple, simplify first. So 6 divided by 6 is 1, 42 divided by 6 is a 7. So I'm left with 5 times 7 and 1 times 1. So 5 times 7 is 35. 1 times 1 is 1, so answer is 35. Okay, well done, guys. Question 9, this is a simplifying question. I saw the lesson that you did, well done. You've watched the video carefully, so proud of you for that. We need to collect first without grouping, without collecting like terms. We cannot do the question. So the A's together, and we circle together with a sign. The B's together, I put them as squares together with a sign, because apples and bananas are different fruit. I cannot just add them. So 3A take away 5, number line. Ruby's always really good at this. She always does a number line. Then I have -1, -2, -3, -4. So your starting point is 3. That's where you are. And then you go down 5 for -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have -2A. Then I have 4B take away 3. We know that 4 take away 3, it's a 1, positive 1. You do not need the number line to do 4 take away 3. And that's finished. Number 10, find the LCM of 4 and 6. LCM, we need multiples to find the lowest common multiple. Multiple are the times tables. So 4, 8, 12, 16. Then we do 6, 12. Okay, now I see it already. I don't need to carry on. And I go, it's 12. Nice and easy. Write 28 as a product of prime numbers. So 28, and we break it down. 2 and 14. Circle the 2. 14, 2, and 7. Those are both prime, so I circle them. So 28, it's 2 times 2 times 7. And that's finished. With estimating, we need to round to 1 SF. So we're going to round 1 SF. So that's 23, that rounds to 20, times 18.2, so that rounds to 20 again, over 1 SF. 0 is not a significant figure, so 4 is the next one. So that is an 8. It's too heavy. We'll change the 4 to make it a 5. I have 0.5. So I have 2 times 2 is a 4 and 2 zeros. 20 times 20 is 400. over 0.5. But I cannot divide by decimals. So I'm going to make the bottom number an integer because it's a decimal. It's quite difficult to work. So let's make that a 5 by multiplying by 10. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So that becomes 4,000. 4,000 divided by 5, 40 divided by 5. So let's do a bus stop method quickly here. 4,000 divided by 5. 5 into 4 doesn't go. 5 into 40, 8 times, no remainder. 5 into 0, 0. 5 into 0, 0. So the answer is 800. So mark your work so far, and then we'll do the rest onto the next video. Well done, guys.